Welcome, and thank you for attending my class session. I am your instructor, and I'm here because it has been brought to my attention that some of us have devoted to God wholeheartedly. But when we face against opposition, we become self-centered, stagnant, or tremble in fear. You see, we have a dilemma. As we grow in our walk and begin to learn about our gifts and talents to honor the Lord, there's a side of us looking for opportunities that appear as a gold mine. But in actuality, it is Satan's fishing rod, reeling us into the depths of his mind. So we can start saying things like, "This is mine," or "I did this," or "This is my work." My friend, I tell you, this is the epitome of pride, the first sin to take place in heaven, which has now manifested itself here on earth, keeping us in a cycle where we can't easily go online and unsubscribe, but have to fight with it day and night. If you don't know your past, you are doomed to repeat it. And y'all, there are some people out there that are believers that are locked up and wish to be in your shoes. While y'all are caught up in thinking about they are thinking about the many. For do you not know failure to share the gospel to someone is blood on your hands? They don't even know they need the truth. There are family members out there that die never hearing the word of God. They are burning, flesh to flesh, bone to bone. They are gone. Stick a fork in them, for they are well done. Use that as motivation for the next person you come across that is curious, that is interested, or just wants to learn more about God. There are some of y'all that struggle with taming your eyes, constantly lusting after a man or woman. But y'all need to close your eyes and take a seat back and question, why do you have so many siblings, but only share one parent with them? There are some of y'all that struggle with relationships, constantly dominating the other person. Y'all need to have a seat and start watching, observing your parents, and start questioning, why do they struggle with communication? Whatever your generational sin is, best believe there is a God ready to free you from your shackles, hold you in his arms, and bottle up your tears and use them to nourish the plant called purpose. That is why it is important when we walk out our homes that we fasten ourselves in truth, so we can help others that are shackled in lies. That is why we wear our shoes, so we can walk out in peace and against adversity. This is why we carry our shields, and as long as we have faith as small as a mustard seed and take the first step, it doesn't matter if you tremble in fear. I guarantee you, when you look up, you'll see that not one attack came near. The enemy loves to target your mind. He treats it as a chore, having us addicted to our fleshly desires such as money, fame, drugs, and porn. This is why we wear our helmet, to remind us who died for us and how we received salvation. We wear our breastplate because the enemy will attack you with his truth, but they will bounce right off because you have become bulletproof. Lastly, when you walk in the Spirit and repeat the words of God, they'll begin to strike down borders in your life you never knew existed. So when you put away the you, the I, and me, you begin to understand the purpose of the Trinity. As men, as we continue our consistency in seeking and obeying God, comes the next chapter in our lives, which is finding a wife and cherishing her just as Christ loved the church. Understanding it is not just for our own self-pleasure, but a ministry and the physical manifestation of being with God. But the enemy is lurking. When we have a conflict with our wives, it doesn't mean that she is wrong. For the wife is a reflection between the relationship between men and God. Sometimes we have to check ourselves to see if we are missing something. But the enemy is waiting for moments for us to struggle. Why? He is aiming to take away your testimony. So he sends seeds in us as we climb up the journey just to hit us at our peak. Because the higher we are, the harder we fall. And best believe if you did not die on impact, there'll be people right down there to take you out your misery. Why? Because that is Satan's ministry. He is here to steal, kill, and destroy. But if you get up over and over, there will at least be one person to come and aid you. And that person might just ask, why do you continue to rise despite what is against you? And immediately you can say, greater is he that is in me than he is in the world. For I do not rise under my own might, but of the living waters that run through my veins and the breath that he breathes in my lungs. So at last I remind you, I am your instructor, and I'm here to help and point you down the right direction. Because this is our workout session.